on your Santa Fe. I met a cowboy riding the range one day, and as he jogged along, I heard him singing a most peculiar cowboy song. It was a ditty he learned in the city. Come a yip, get along. Get hip, little doggies, get along. Better be on your way, get along. Get hip, little doggies, and he trucked them on down the old fairway, singing his cow boogie in the strangest way. Come a yip, singing his cowboy song. He's just too much. He's got a knocked out western accent with a Harlem touch. He was raised on local weed. He's what you call a swing half-breed, singing his cow boogie in the strangest way. Come a yip,
Now, the rest of this story you may or may not believe, but I believe it because it did happen to me. Here's what happened. I had a cow, her name was Tarzan, and she was 17 years old. So what I think happened was I heard a clamoring and a bunch of noise and all, and Tarzan had called a cow meeting, and all the cows came together. They were bunched up right in the at the picket dam there. The whole herd was bunched up right there. And so what I think happened, Tarzan got the group together, and I had one of the cows say, "What's wrong with Farmer Tom? We love Farmer Tom, but he's meaner than a snake. He's mad and throwing things, and I don't believe he likes us no more, and what's the matter?" And then I have another cow named Nosy. And she says, "I think I know, Tarzan. I've been seeing people going and beating and banging on Farmer Tom's door, screaming and hollering. I don't think he has enough milk to pay his bills." And Tarzan says, "Girls, what month is this?" "Tarzan, we're talking about Farmer Tom. All cows know April's the best month of the year where everything's great." And Tarzan said, "That's what I'm talking about. If you look off at that field right over there, you'll see Farmer Tom hadn't plowed the field. So what's he going to do? Look at that. I see wild clover and oats and gorgeous stuff growing in that field. If we tore out of here, broke out of here and wouldn't eat that, we'd make Farmer Tom more milk than he's ever had." I was in the top 10 and the top producer in the state at that time too. So I heard a crash, bang, boom. I come running out of the barn, the gate flying in the air, and the cows headed toward that field like the United States Cavalry. Here they went. Da-da-da-da. I quit. They're going to get out in the road and get kill somebody or get killed by a car, and then I'll be hung in a tall tree with a short rope. I throwed my hat down. I am no longer a farmer. I don't know whose those cows are, but they ain't mine. I'm going to the house in broad daylight and watch television. And I did. Turned the TV on, and it's the worst program I know I've ever seen in my life. It was All My Money or Too Many Children or some program like that. I don't know what it was, but I said, if that's the other side of the coin, count me out of here. Get out of here. I ain't into that in no way, shape, or form. So I quit, and so then I come back and got the cows, and when they come in that evening, they were very calm, and they smelt better than they smelt before. They smelt the very best that they ever smelled, because they hadn't been in that muck all day, and they'd been laid out in them clover in that beautiful sunshine. So that was pleasant. So I milked the cows. Then the next morning, every morning after milking, I go and check a milk tank for temperature, flavor, and quality and odor. And I'll open up the lid, and holy mackerel, I was up 200 pounds of milk. I'm a top producer in the state. There ain't no 200 pounds of milk could be. Where could you get 200 pounds of milk? So, David, you put the wash water in the milk tank. No, I didn't. I said, David, you got to. We're up 200 pounds of milk. Tom, I didn't put the wash water in there. Holy mackerels. And the milk truck was coming that day to pick it up. If they pick it up and it was water in it, I'd go to jail. So we had in Greenville, we had Winn-Dixie, a chain store, and they bottled milk right there in Greenville. So I took off fast I could there and told the lady, I sampled the milk. I said, please test this milk and make sure it's okay. She come back in a little bit and she says, that's about as fine milk as I've ever tasted. That milk's fabulous, we'll take it all. So I jumped in the car, take as fast as I could go, and I went at a red light and I slid across the red light, and there was a cop. So he pulled me over. What are you? And I said, sir, I got 1,000 gallons of milk, and it's going to spoil. The milk trucks, it's going to be dumped in Lagoon if I don't get there before the milk truck comes. We didn't have phones and all that crap then, you know. And so he said, well, don't drive like that. Okay, here I came. As I turned in the driveway, the truck was turning at the intersection there. So, of course, I saved the milk. But then what in the world happened? Where did that milk come from? That night when I went to bed, all night long in my mind, I kept saying, don't lead them, follow them. Don't lead them, follow them. I told my wife, I said, what the heck is this? All night long I've been, don't lead them, follow them. So I got down here and I looked and I said, well, they went over there and broke out in that pasture, let me go over there. So I went over there and I looked, and here's this pasture with all this beautiful stuff in it, and they had only ate the top half of the plant. So girls, we mow all the way. We mow it to the ground. Now then, here you just mowed it. Here you just ate half of it. So I'll let you back in here and you can eat the rest of this, and then we'll go on from there. I let them back in. They ate in there again. We were down 150 pounds of milk.
Get along, little doggy. Better be on your way, get along, little doggy. And he dropped him on down.
Now, my cows graze that, and they'll take the top half of that plant. And this is probably 22 or 23% protein with every mineral or vitamin that you can think of because of April. When this plant grows out of the ground, it's the most nutrition at every time. Now, why that is, the cow, if we had nothing to do with them, and it was just, good Lord gave us the cow, we had nothing to do with them, they would have a calf in May. But they would have April grass to drink before the May, which would enhance the milk in their colostrum to the most unbelievable thing. So a calf's born, the cow's been eating this with this colostrum, the calf's born, in 20, 30 minutes it's up, it's suckling the mom, getting the colostrum with all this in it. And in 45 more minutes or whatever, the calf will run with the cows. In less than an hour, the cow that just been born can get up and run with the cows. We can't get puppy dogs' eyes open, or humans can't walk for how long. But this is April, and this is all the nutrients in this plant right here will unbelievably what it will do for a calf, and the growth and the energy and everything out of this, because this milk is special right here. And what we're doing in my milk here is this is what we have. April quality forage, 12 months out of the year. Now then, the next thing would be, this is what we would mow for hay. But you see it's seeded out. Now the protein level and nutrition value in this is probably 6 or 8%. Nothing like that. But here, and then the next thing we'd do would be this one right here. And we would mow this for hay. Up to your waist. Head it out. 6 or 8% protein. A lot of non-digestible lectin fiber. From here down is lectin fiber. You can see it with your own fingers and hand. You can see this stem and very little cellulose in there, like that right there. That's cow don't need to even eat that. But here is hay, there's grazing, and then this one is the hay that I just got this today that we had to buy because we didn't make enough feed this year. Now this is almost not even good to eat. But yet this is the hay you see right over there. This is what I paid $45 for. Guess what my input cost has gone up to now? I'm about 80% in the hole because we didn't make a crop. We lost our crops last year, which happens, but this is the first time I really lost this bad. since I started in 1987. But this is what I buy now for my cows, and the milk production drops like a rock. Quality DAs, we'll get mastitis, bad feed. When I don't have, like this is when it's all 12 acres like this, I don't even have to have a vet except for pregnancy checking. Cows are more healthy than they've ever been, but this is what we feed them.
Get along, little doggy. Better be on your way. Get along, little doggy. And he trucked 'em on down the old fairway, singing his cow boogie in the strangest way. Come a die, yip to yip yip, singing his cowboy song. Yip yip, as he was joggling along.
We've planted 3 fields in the last 4 days, or 4. We planted 4 fields, and that'll be our June, our late May and June, April. And then we'll have alfalfa. The next will be alfalfa. It takes 7 months. It'll graze for 7 months. Alfalfa is the only plant that is still good no matter from bloom, even bloom, it's still excellent feed for the cows. In the fall, we plant Tifley 3 millet, rye, and ryegrass. Then we put sorghums, Sudans, and different things like that. Then we plant Tifley 3 millet with clover and ryegrass. And then we plant just all kind of things. I've planted oats and rye. I just planted one of these fields here just a few days ago. So we plant something depending on the season. What we want to have is April every month of the year. We want to have this quality forage below the knee, and that's what the cows graze. Anything above the knee, the other one there, we bale. And then anything above that, we bush hog and leave on the ground. Farmers come by and I'm bush hogging stuff this high. It's mature, like that right there. They say, you're crazy, that's good feed. It ain't good feed, it's that right there. That's what it is. And so they have to have all these supplements to add milk and VGH to make 20% more milk and all these injections and all this stuff. I have nothing now other than the feed that we have, and then we feed. We're slacking. We balance our ration all the time.
Strangest way, come a die, yip to yip yip, singing his cowboy song. Yip yip, as he was joggling along. Yip yip, he sings with a hollow touch. Yip yip, that cat is just too much, singing his cow boogie in the strangest way. Come a die.
Burns body fat, generates energy, builds muscle tone, attack breast cancer, colon cancer, reduce cancer cells, an excellent source of vitamin A and D that they can absorb almost immediately. I mean, it's what milk's supposed to be.
Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea winds blowing. I still see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing while I watch the cannons flashing. I clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying. Before I dry the tears she's crying, before I watch your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston. In a cavern down by a canyon, excavating for a mine, there lived a miner from North Carolina and his daughter, chubby Clementine. Now every morning, yeah, just about dawning, when the sun began to shine, you knew she would rouse up, wake all of them cows up, and walk them down to her daddy's mine. I took the footbridge, we crossed the water, though she weighed 299. The old bridge trembled and disassembled. Whoops! Dumped her in to the foamy brine. Hey, crack like thunder. Ho, ho, you know she went under. Ho, ho, a blowing bubbles down the line. Hey, I'm no swimmer, but were she slimmer, I might have saved that Clementine. Oh, she broke the record way underwater. I thought that she was doing fine. I wasn't nervous, not until the service that they held for Clementine. Hey, you sailor, ho, ho, way out on your whaler, with your harpoon and your trusty line. If she shows now, yeah, there she blows now. It just may be chunky Clementine. One more time. Oh, my darling, 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 sweet Clementine. You may be gone, but you're not forgotten.